Welcome back to Velsheen Rule. Jeffrey Epstein's apparent suicide quickly led to a flood of conspiracy theories online in efforts to paint a different picture of how the sex offender actually died. Hashtags linking powerful figures like President Trump and the Clinton family to Epstein's death trended over the weekend. Even the president himself retweeted a conspiracy video about Epstein and the Clintons, despite the fact that no evidence of foul play has emerged. Joining me now, NBC legal analyst, my friend Danny Savalas. Danny, we have heard from Attorney General Bill Barr saying he is appalled, he is outraged, action must be taken. He would be the person in charge of said action being taken. So do we know about any formal investigation around surrounding how this happened, meaning how, as in Epstein's death?
Corrections officials have to conduct an investigation because, believe it or not, Stephanie, they can expect that Epstein's estate or his the folks left behind will bring a lawsuit against prison officials or jail officials for allowing his suicide to happen. Now, prisons and jails are not automatically liable for an inmate's suicide, but constitutionally, they have a 14th Amendment right to mental health care, including protection from suicide. And if they are, the magic words are deliberately indifferent to a known risk that an inmate will commit suicide, they can actually be civilly liable. So that's why the investigation, the internal investigation, is so critical in this case. Many
people are concerned that the investigation around Epstein's wrongdoing, the conspiracy around that, and the co-conspirators, they worry that that's going to die away. But will it really? Because one of the reasons the public has cared so much about this is about the sweetheart deal he got in Florida, about this idea that the richest, most powerful people are allowed to not follow the law. His death and the fact that it was allowed to happen puts more scrutiny on that same argument.
The criminal investigation and prosecution of Jeffrey Epstein himself ends with his death. But almost nothing else ends in terms of civil cases or other criminal investigations of other people in his circle. Now, without a doubt.
But are there other criminal investigations? If he were standing trial, all those big financier, those political bigwigs might actually get subpoenaed. There's nothing to subpoena them for now, is there?
That's not true. I mean, if there's a civil lawsuit against his estate, they could be brought in through civil discovery. And also, if there's an ongoing criminal investigation, those folks may be targeted, especially now, politically, for optics reasons. The Department of Justice wants to blame someone for this. Epstein is now gone. They are going to turn their eyes to other targets and people to investigate. That is a strong likelihood. They want someone to answer for this criminal conduct. So they will be looking, possibly more now than ever, for somebody to be held responsible. And all of that evidence they seized in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation can be used against other prospective defendants. In fact, they don't even have standing to challenge a search, even if it was unlawful, of Epstein's property or his premises.
Now that he's dead.
Now that he's, not just because he's dead, but because if his house was searched, anyone who didn't live at that house doesn't have any grounds to challenge a search of that house. So the investigation against anyone else, if there is one, will continue. The civil cases will absolutely continue. And paradoxically enough, a potential lawsuit, an investigation against the jail, against the correction center, MCC, will continue by the potential plaintiffs, which are Epstein survivors.
Hey, MSNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there and click on any of the videos here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more MSNBC for free every day with our newsletters. Just visit msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up now.